1, 2, 3, ribbit! 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 Yeah! All right, the atrazine in the water is turning the frogs gay. Look it up. We're here at the Texas Furry Fiesta. We got Brandon and we got Rex, the shark girl.
Rex the furry.
Hi, Rex the furry.
With fur that fluffs and heart that beats true.
With fur that fluffs.
We've got our resident furry who's gonna give us a tour, and we're gonna have a great day. Rex, how excited are you?
Excited enough to cause me to be nauseous this morning.
Our personas are ready. Ask me my pronouns. She, her, they, them. First time TFF attendee. Definitely need these. Ask me about my pronouns. Definitely gonna get that.
Ask me about my winner.
Ribbit, ribbit. All right. Oh, this is perfect. The ringleader, you start. What is your persona?
Rex the shark.
Rex the shark. So you're a shark. You have cat ears. Can you explain that?
I do not have the money to commission a shark tail and a head.
All right,
so
shark ears are on the way.
Okay, we'll get you some shark ears.
They're on the way.
All right, Brandon, what is your persona?
I'm Brandy the cat.
Brandy the cat.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
And I am Atrazine the gay frog.
Yes.
So, Alex Jones, thank you for inspiring my furry costume.
I'm not really attracted to amphibians.
But you've
Drink
never
the water.
been
Drink
with
the
gay
water,
frog.
Alex. You want any of the water?
You
The
want some of
water.
the gay water?
It's only water.
No, I already probably gotten enough of it.
And remember,
Yeah.
first time attendee, ask me about my pronouns.
Yes. We're
Heck
pronouned
yeah.
up.
She's hogging all the pronouns.
You double
Can
pronoun.
Look at that. Look, she's hogging all the pronouns. Oh, I called you all the pronouns except the ones you want. Let's take our hormones together. Yes, what could go wrong? Testosterone topical oil. That's the way it puts there. Then right by the HIV test. Do you neigh? I go, ribbit, ribbit. Hey, do you know that atrazine in the water turns the frogs gay?
I have heard that, yes.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay.
Yeah. Wow, y'all are in very good shape. Look at this. Cameron, what? I love this place. Thank you for bringing me here.
He's got a custom tag and everything.
Oh my gosh. I thought those dog masks were just for kinky sex.
no, pup hoods can be anything.
Okay, interesting.
How much trouble would he get in if he started hopping around?
You wouldn't get in any trouble.
Oh, perfect.
You'd be looked at weird, probably.
Okay.
I'm Atrazine, the gay frog that Alex Jones warned you about. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Hey, I'm Atrazine, the gay frog that Alex Jones talked about. Remember Alex Jones, the gay frog? No. Hello. Ribbit. Ah! I'm Atrazine. I'm the Alex Jones gay frog. I'm the Alex Jones gay frog. You know the gay frog? Oh, that's just a tail. Okay. I'm the gay frog Alex Jones warned you about. Are there any other gay frogs around here? I've only seen...
There might be. There might be.
There might be?
There might be.
Yes.
I'm telling you what.
You're
I'm going over there to the escalator. I swear to all things wonderful. I saw gay frogs all up the escalator.
Oh my word!
It was raining gay frogs. I'm
Raining
telling
gay
you.
frogs! Oh my gosh, I'm so excited!
It's gonna
I'm
spread.
so excited!
Look at the gay frog.
I'm the gay frog, yeah! Oh yes, yes, get down. Hey, ribbit, ribbit. Oh my gosh, we got a goat here. We got a goat. We got Tom Brady right here. We got Tom Brady. Are you a chicken, ma'am? Oh my gosh, I'm the gay frog that Alex Jones warned you about. I'm looking for a gay frog because I can't reproduce due to the atrazine. That's what Alex Jones tells me. But
There's one other frog here.
there's another frog.
You gotta find it.
Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. Can you carry me? Damn, I'm so tired. I'll give you a ribbit, you give me a gobble gobble. Ribbit.
Bagog.
Oh, peacock, gobble's turkey. Give me one peacock. Peacock!
All right, we got a skunk. Does it come with like the fart juice, this outfit?
I don't.
Oh, dude,
Not my thing.
that would take it up to the next level. My first one is Atrazine after the Alex Jones gay frog. So I'm a gay frog on the hunt. I'm Atrazine, Alex Jones gay frog. That's my furry name. Yes. So,
awesome.
So I'm being a very gay frog. Atrazine is apparently the chemical that turns the frogs gay, so that's my persona.
Where can I get my hands on some of this for reasons?
For atrazine?
Yeah.
Honestly, just go to the pond, drink
It's in
some
the water, right?
Yeah, it's in the water.
Yeah.
I am atrazine, the chemical that turns the Alex Jones frogs gay.
I hate when they do that.
I don't mind it. It's kind of fun. Do you know the atrazine in the water is turning the frogs gay?
I don't know anything about that.
Well, Alex Jones told you about it. Turn the freaking frogs gay.
Jones, why does that sound familiar?
He was right about the atrazine in the water is turning the frogs gay.
Okay, that sounds really important.
I'm a gay frog. Yes, it is important.
We should deal with that.
We should deal with it.
Let me get right on that. I'll fix it today.
Okay, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome.
Are there any gay frogs around?
I mean, are there?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
I don't know. I'm asking you.
I'm asking you.
I'm asking you.
Atrazine in the water is turning the frogs gay.
Oh, yes. Very gay. Very gay.
I'm the one Alex Jones warned you about. Turning the frogs gay. That's me.
Oh, shit. Okay.
A Disney TV. I'll zoom out a little bit. You have Playboy and Fruit of the Loom. How do you do the nasty while wearing a TV on your face?
You likely remove the head first.
But that ruins the whole thing. I wouldn't be attracted to you anymore if you removed it. Not because your face is ugly, but because I'm really attracted to the TV head.
That's fair.
And also, did you know that atrazine in the water is turning the frogs gay?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yes.
It's turning us gay too.
Yes, there's a lot of atrazine in this environment. Rawr, rawr, rawr. Rawr, rawr, rawr. Also, do you think the Texas litter box ban is unconstitutional?
Very. Very. Very.
Very. Do you think there should be litter boxes in classrooms?
No.
Do you think the Texas litter box ban is unconstitutional? Or unnecessary?
I've never heard of it.
But they passed a law saying banning litter boxes in the classroom for furries.
For furries, I don't think makes any sense.
Okay, I don't think it does either. I wasn't realize that furries were taking poops in litter boxes.
I believe that the litter boxes is there for like school lockdowns in case you get locked down for a very long time. But
Joe Rogan podcast? You a Rogan fan? Heck,
I'm more of a fan of Sonic the Shadow making out.
Oh, okay. Oh, thank you. I would love that. Thank you.
I'm an alien bear.
What's an alien bear?
It's just an alien bear.
Okay, just an alien bear. Hey, do you know atrazine in the water turns the frogs gay?
Turns the freaking frogs.
Yeah, you get it, the atrazine. You're not one of the beagles that Dr. Fauci used to test in those labs, correct? You survived? Yep. You survived, Dr. Fauci. Give me a high five. There we go.
I am a service dog.
What services do you do?
We'll talk about that later.
Oh, what is your service?
That's maybe for not here.
Okay, you know that's what everyone says. Most services like opening doors or emotional support.
I do like acts of service. I like cooking.
This is inappropriate. Do you know what this means? Like, this not just means a dog bone. Yes, it does. It does not just mean a dog bone.
Yes, it does.
I'm gonna educate you. This is slang for an erection. That's really.
No. See, your mind's in the gutter. My mind is not in the gutter.
Cameron, I do not approve of this purchase.
You don't have to, because you're not my dad.
I know, but I am your adopted brother. Okay. I do not approve of this, sir. Because didn't I tell you what that there has a double meaning?
I know it has a double meaning. That's why it's funny.
I don't like this. Of course you approve. It's funny.
That's why it's funny. The Undertale community makes the same joke.
Oh my gosh, I
Got a boner pillow. Hell yeah.
do not approve of the boner pillow. Ribbit, 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 ribbit. I'm a gay frog. They put the atrazine in the water and turned me gay. Are you a cow? She wants to meet you. That's my friend Karen. All right, I say ribbit, you say move. Ribbit. Yeah! All over there. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ah, 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 ah. The atrazine in the water is turning the frogs gay. Is that a candy corn? I want some candy corn. Ribbit, 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 ribbit. Oh, I'm getting tired. Okay. I say ribbit, you say what? Ribbit? Oh! Do you know the atrazine in the water is turning the frogs gay?
Not a clue.
Oh my gosh, it's Santa's reindeer. It's Santa's reindeer. I'm a gay frog.
I'm a gay frog.
You get all the presents.
Oh my gosh. Oh, do you know the atrazine in the water is turning the frogs gay?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. Can you get other reindeer to help me out in Santa's sleigh? Yeah. Yeah. I'm a gay frog.
So, how about I give you some Brain Force Plus?
What? Oh, that's what he sells. That's what he sells. You're right. Oh my gosh, how did I not get that reference? I'm sorry. Oh, the atrazine in my brain is maybe gay and it's removed some of my memories. So yeah, Alex Jones reference. There we go. Oh, there we go. There we go. And then my friend Cameron, she's a big fan of yours.
You're gonna pull a muscle.
I already have pulled my quadriceps, my hamstring, my gluteus minimus, medius, and maximus. Ribbit, 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 ribbit. Do you know the atrazine in the water is turning the frogs gay? Yo, ribbit. Yo, all right.
For the water that turned the frogs gay, was that you?
Yes, the atrazine in the water turns the frogs gay. I'm the one Alex Jones warned you about. Oh my gosh. All right, everyone, we're gonna get a quick video. Everyone, we're gonna hop and ribbit on 3. 1, 2, 3, ribbit! Ribbit! Ribbit, yeah! All right, the atrazine in the water is turning the frogs gay. Look it up. Gay frogs! The gay frogs! Alex Jones was right! Not every time legally he was wrong about Sandy Hook, but all the other stuff. Yeah, there's a couple of oopsies, but we're not gonna talk about that. Just the frog. All right, last ribbit on 3. 1, 2, 3, ribbit! Yeah! Oh, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. High five, everyone. High five. High five. Yeah! Woo! High five, yeah! All right. I'm so tired of ribbiting and hopping around those damn atrazine in the water and the gay frogs. Oh God, I'm so tired. I can't do this character all day. Oh my gosh. 4 a.m. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I'm over it. Give me the boner pillow. Oh, just I need to take a nap. I need to take a nap on my boner.
Why not?
I'm not much of a choker. I'm not big on it.
Why not?
Okay, no, I'm not buying you a collar, Cameron. Cameron, you're a sweet girl. You do not need a collar. You don't need a collar.
Why not?
I just don't think they look comfortable.
No. No, Cameron. Bad,
Oh, it
Cameron.
doesn't matter about being comfortable.
Bad, Cameron.
Oh, dang. I was.
Oh yeah, you pull it and it tightens.
See, I don't like the tight part. I'm not a big fan of the choker.
You can get insane in fursuit heads.
LED. Oh my God. 4,700? Are we allowed to try them on or not? Or is that not?
I genuinely don't know.
Okay.
But if you are...
Oh my gosh, that scared me so much, that. Oh,
I love
holy-
skull dogs. Skull dogs are
Holy
awesome.
crap. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have so many
skull dogs
nightmares
are
about
awesome.
you tonight. Ah! Holy shit. So sorry you had a bad day. You can touch my tits if you want. Ah! Oh my gosh, my day is so much better. Thank you, sir. I'm happy to help.
Oh my God.
What? I don't like that one.
Thick.
First you get the boner pillow, now you're doing thick.
Bimbo keychain.
Oh, I don't like this.
Oh, hell yeah.
We
Pentacle.
got bottom.
Pentacle.
Oh, no. Get that away.
Pentacle.
The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. Keep that away. Oh, no,
Whore.
no. You're a nice
Whore
lady. You're not a
keychain.
whore.
Whore
You're a
keychain.
nice lady.
I already have a meme saved on my phone that's just an image of Lord Farquaad with the word whore in big letters.
See, that's funny. That's funny. Do you know the atrazine in the water is turning the frogs gay?
That's why I'm gay.
Well, you're not a frog, though.
This is a bug panel.
Cockroaches at one point.
A couple of American cockroaches? On purpose?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Sometimes it's the same thing, sometimes it's
Yeah, the ones get like them to breed. I think I might have got a couple of a non-breeding pair, but I just kept them. So I don't have a lot of information. I'm afraid it was just a thing, a short-term thing.
No, I just needed one roach to fly at me when I was a kid and never again.
As a child, I collected roly-poly-olies. Does that count? Yeah, those are ice pops. Oh, perfect. Yeah, I count.
That's actually a great way to start, is just go out in your backyard and grab like 10 of them.
Oh, I did a lot. My mom was pissed. Great time with the Furry Fiesta. So I was a gay frog. It was fun. I was a gay frog, sir. When they're in their persona, everyone's much friendlier.
Well, you do know that's because when you told most people I'm a gay frog, they thought you were a homosexual, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Everyone didn't think it was a bit. They just thought you were a gay guy.
I guess it's clicks.
Because quite a few do get into character and go non-verbal in suit, so they don't talk at all. Like Telephone, for instance, one of the more popular fursuiters, only communicates in suit with a tongue whistle that they use, so a series of squeaks and stuff.
With the plane, my grind so refined, I got no time for no games. Ask yourself why would I make time for you lames? At all costs, cause I'm a boss. But break them off, yeah, gotta break them off.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Prime Time with Alex Stein. I'm your host, Alejandro Stein, and we got a great show, like usual, in store for you this evening. That's right. We have the one, the only crazy suit guy, Matthew Lesko, who's going to give you tips on how to take advantage of the government legally by getting free grants. I've seen his commercials for years. I love this guy, and I thought, maybe he's a fraud, maybe his stuff, he sells this book. Now it's all online, but back in the day, he used to sell these books and these things called TV. You'd call a number and buy a book. Believe it or not, it was crazy. It was a weird era. But this guy sold a lot of books. I think he sold over 4 million books, New York Times bestseller. But these books would teach you how to get approval from federal grants and would tell you the qualifications in order to meet it. And this is an era before the internet, so they're very important. Now, with the internet, he's going to show you tonight how you can save money. And I guarantee some of you chat rats are rich because I've seen the super chats, but I know some of you chat rats are struggling, and that makes me sick. I don't like that we live in a world where people are struggling, and I mean that. And I'm not saying that we're always going to live in a utopia where everybody's just making it, but I don't want people to be struggling. I'll tell you that much. So if there are any chat rats that are struggling, I'm telling you, I'm not just saying this hyperbolically. There is information tonight that you can learn, that you can get government assistance in your neighborhood. That's right. There's like a zip code search. It's a great interview. I love this Matthew Lesko guy. He's going to teach you a lot tonight. So we love Matthew Lesko. And then also, we have Tommy Barker. Tommy Barker is a person that has a very serious autoimmune disease, and he's going viral on the internet for, bros before hoes policy and mindset. And he's kind of a red pill icon, but I don't even think he's red pill. I think he's liberal. It's confusing, but the guy is a legend. You're going to really enjoy Tommy. But before we get into those, can you believe Jimmy's at that furry event? It fits in so well. I mean, that gay conversion therapy did not work, and I think that is proof right there. So now we're going to have to resend him to furry conversion therapy, Jimmy. So keep up the good work. You're going to be sent to another camp. Okay, Jimmy, does that sound good? All right. Doesn't sound good to me. So you need to go back to being a straight male. All right, thank you. So now we welcome on our guest. I just gave him the big introduction tonight. If you're struggling, you want some information on how you can get some help. Not kidding. Watch this. The one and only Matthew Lesko. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we have an incredible guest. That's right. You've seen him on TV. He's a very famous author, probably my favorite author, honestly. I don't read that much. I have to admit this. This next guest, the one, the only, you've seen him. They call him the question mark guy because his name wasn't widely known when these commercials were very popular. But now you get to know the name, the face, the man, the myth, the legend, the one, the only, Matthew Lesko. Welcome to the show. How are you doing?
Well, thank you so much. Pleasure to be here, Alex. So, just better to be anywhere. Man, I wake up every day as long as I'm above ground, man. That's a big day.
I agree. And life is short, But for the people that might not know, I just want to show one of the old school commercials of yes. So
in my new book, we'll tell you how to tell bill collectors.
Of course, we can't even hear that. What's wrong with my audio? I don't know what's going on with my audio, but well, let's just play it and talk over it. Yeah. So these commercials were legendary. You could not go to sleep at night without seeing about 10 of these commercials. And I'm telling you, Matt, I was as a kid, I was very interested. I was like, what is this book? What is this book? What is this book? So my first question, I know that you got a big time publisher from my little bit of research, a big time publisher, obviously, to help you make this book. Was this book very profitable? Did you sell a lot of these books, Matt?
About 4 million. But actually, I've written about 100 books, and about 10 made money. That book was published by me. I started with about, I don't know, maybe 10 books with people in New York, and you don't make much money. They make all the money. And then when I started making it myself, then I was making good money. I was on the New York Times bestseller list, and I thought, man, I thought I'd have a penthouse on Park Ave or something like that. But no, I made like 10 grand or something. Shit, New York Times bestseller, that's crazy. Yeah.
But that's awesome. That is awesome. I just still don't understand, though, when it comes to these grants. It sounds so good. That's your only criticism, right, is that they're actually harder to get. But these do exist. But I'm saying they do exist. This is a real thing. So I want to ask you just a topical question. With this USAID and all that going away, how is that going to affect a lot of these grants and programs? I'm sure that's going to hurt it, right, Matt?
It won't, tell you the truth.
It won't?
I mean, I thought COVID will. What it does to me, actually, is show people that the government does give away money. See, my biggest problem is most of the people, like where I grew up in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, I thought the government was the IRS and the Division of Motor Vehicles and maybe the post office. And that was my thing. And so for, in the beginning of doing this work, I had to educate people about, hey, the government gives out a lot of money. And they didn't believe that. So this really shows and teaches the average person, they give out a lot of money. That's why the rich people always knew that. And that's how I learned. I worked for Fortune 500 companies. I was doing mergers and acquisitions and stuff like that. So they'd call me, do the research. This was back in the 70s. I have an MBA in computer science. I had a software company that failed back then. So when you have a failing, you become a consultant, and helping people. I was doing research, and I would find money programs for them to buy companies, grow companies, and all this stuff, and almost do anything. And I said, God, why doesn't everybody know about this? And I was charging tens of thousands of dollars. I mean, people will pay
to consult these companies. You were first consulting companies on how to get grants and how to qualify. So, but what's a company like how they have like a DEI style company? I mean, what would you have? You know what I mean? It's like small businesses.
Back then, they couldn't even spell DEI.
Really? That was before DEI. That's so funny.
Back in the 70s, 80s, and stuff like that. No, there's no such thing. They just wanted to make money and grow and things like that. So I remember doing a study on a big manufacturer wanted to sell electric blankets in Germany. So I could find an office in the Washington, D.C. that spends millions of dollars studying the market for Germany. And I go over and talk to this person. They give me all these market studies for free or whatever, show me what programs are available for my company to sell these things over in Germany and market studies, and people will sell them for them over there in Germany, and all for nothing. And actually, if you go to Germany to sell these things, the government will give you an office in the embassy to work out of while you're doing business in Germany.
Wow, that facilitates. Well, and I guess you saw after COVID, you are right. All these grants, all these new grants. So, did you get a big boom during COVID? Did that help you kind of help people facilitate these grants?
Right. It helped people understand, but the grant problem still is a problem in finding it because people look at Google for it. And Google is about capitalism. So they don't give away stuff in Google. Everything in Google, you got to pay for it. And see,
well, the real truth is never on the front page of Google. You know what I mean? Right. With any subject, you know what I mean? You're only going to get the headline, surface level, not the real dope, as they say.
And this is really what the community does. It's sort of like we have a fire department. They come and put your fire out in your house for free. They don't ask for your credit card first. And it's the same for so many other things. You want to start a business, they don't ask for money first. Google does. And there's organizations that will sit down now for you for free. They're nonprofit. They get money from the government, other foundations or whatever, to help you start a business. Why do they do this? Well, they do it because you will start a job. You will hire people. And so you're creating income for other people, and that's how we grow economic development. And the rich folks know this. Why is Musk down here getting $38 billion? Because the government wants him to do that, right? So they get money. So they want you to start an ice cream store too in Milwaukee, to start people. So they'll give you money.
That is
that too.
Matt, that's crazy because people would not believe this, and this is true as how they do want to help small businesses. But at the same time, people get frustrated with the government. I have my gripes with the government, but I'll be honest, and I know this isn't what you say that you do, but I would love to get as many grants. I would love to get as much back from the government they take, from me. I feel like they owe me more. So, and I'm not saying that I should do anything illegal or anything, but gosh, well, okay, real quick, let me put you on the spot, and I'm sure you get this question all the time. What is the most widely accepted grant right now? Because I know, like in college, they have a Pell Grant, and I remember that was pretty. I didn't get that, but I'm saying there's grants that a lot of people qualify for right now. If you had to pick top 2 grants right now that a normal person could qualify for, what would you suggest?
You don't want to know the grant. You want to know the person in the government that help you get the grant. See, because you don't understand the grants. They're too complicated. But there's people in the government that help you get it. Can you go online now for a second or not?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, where do you want me to go? Yeah, I'll go.
Findhelp.org. FINDHELP.org.
Oh crap, I spelled it. Hold on. Findhelp.org. Let me pull it up so you can see it as well.
And if you can put your zip code in there, would be great.
Okay. So
put your zip code in there.
75208.
Okay. Hit 5. Okay. See that 3,675? That's 3,675 nonprofit organizations, government offices that give you money and free help for all those topics up on top. See all the topics?
You got to be kidding. So money, pay for internet. Wow.
Everything.
Is this your website? Is this your website, Matt?
No. This is done by nonprofit organizations. And that's why, see, people go to Google and they get 200 million websites and they can't do anything. And 99% of them will get your money. None of these people will ever ask you for money. Go up, there's the search engine up there. And
real quick though, food. Yeah. Wait, so you can just find it? I just saw that. That's incredible. 66 food pantries. Wow. So somebody can just go there and get food, free food. Wow, that's incredible.
You could fix up your house. I mean, there'll be maybe 50 to 100 up in the top. There's a search bar up on the left-hand corner.
And what about food? But real quick though, Matt, because you do deal with this, and who qualifies for a food pantry? Can't anybody go to a food pantry? Well, normally, isn't that kind of the standard operating? You just have to be considered low income, or you could be going through a tough time financially and be wealthy, right?
Everyone has a different requirement. So that's why if you have 66, one has one requirement, you go to another. The same thing with paying rent. You can't pay rent. Some will have a income limit of maybe, the lowest limit is sort of like $50,000, $60,000. And it goes up to there. But like taking care of kids, you could have $150,000 income and still get grants for that.
Wow. Okay, which grant did you want me to look up?
Up there, put in like home repair up on top of the left-hand side there. Okay.
Home repair. Exterior home repair.
How many you have there? 277. 277 organizations that every one of them give out money for home repair. None of them will.
Well, look at this, Shalom Builders of Texas. So this is like a Jewish organization that's helping people build. That's great. I mean, that's what I'm saying. There's all different kinds of religions. I'm just saying you don't even think about that. I don't even think that there's a Jewish organization helping people fix their house.
They give you guilt or guilt, either one.
Yeah, wow, this is insane. I mean, this is a good insane home improvement preservation program, City of Dallas. I mean,
see, the 40% of our economy is this. 60% is capitalism. 40% is the community that helps each other to solve problems, whether you want it solved or not. They're there to help people, and that's what's important. That's what I'm trying to educate people about.
Wow, financial assistance for vet care. Look at that. That's great. I mean, I love animals. Emergency veterinary care. I mean, this is awesome stuff, Matt. People need to look into this.
We live in a country that gives this to us, and we don't know. And people get pissed off at the country because they go to Google looking for it, and it ain't there.
Wow, so you've helped a lot of people with these books, and I really appreciate that. I feel like though that we're still not taking enough advantage of the government. So how do we kind of motivate people to do this? Because do you think it's an ego thing too, or
Well, I mean,
does that?
we all have demons, and preconceived notions, and that's why just go to websites that only have end in .gov or .org. Because .com are there to sell you something. So you're going to get pretty biased information. I mean, it may be truthful and helpful and everything, but the motive behind that is to get money from you. They have to pay Google. But these people don't have to get money from you. So that's why they don't pay Google. That's why you don't find them in Google. So you have to get out of there and actually, unfortunately, you're elected official. The rich people usually elect the official. And the average person on the street doesn't realize they could call them up. And you have trouble, getting some program they could call a back office number for you, and they want to, because if they get you a $20,000 grant, you'll vote for that son of a bitch no matter what they do.
That's funny. Well, Matt. Okay, we only got you for a few more minutes. I really appreciate you coming on, and everybody needs to go look up Matthew Lesko. You got a great YouTube channel. Got hundreds and thousands of subscribers. I think you got over 300,000 is what I saw. That's really good. So tell us a little bit though about the idea behind the suit and the commercials. Why? Who designed those? Did you use like a professional agency to make those commercials, or was that all you? Like, okay, so give me the thought process behind those commercials, if you can. I like them. They stuck out. I mean, there was a great marketing. All these companies spend billions of dollars on marketing campaigns that fail all the time. You had one that worked.
And I remember Harvard Business School called me up to talk about branding and thought I had some big think tank or whatever. No, fuck, man, I'm just having fun.
And you had the suit? You said, I'm going to wear a suit? I mean, come on, you had to have some.
I had the suit idea in my mind since I was 10 years old. Never had the balls to do it till my 50s.
And then you put the question marks on the suit, and then that was the iconic thing. It's funny how an outfit like that is the iconic stuff. You still dress. It seems like you still dress very eccentric.
It makes people smile. Man, if I could do something I really love doing, and people look at me and smile, man, I have nothing better in the world to do.
So you're almost like you are. You want to spread good, positive vibrational energy. Is that a good description? I'm always about
I'm a
being positive.
Bastard, and I want people to look at me and feel good.
Is that why? Is that you're trying to you're trying to fill that void? Well, Matt, can I ask you? Do you like to party? What is there like the lifestyle of the rich and famous behind the scenes? Are you like a rock star? Are you getting wasted and stuff?
I just have fun. I just actually, as you get older as a guy, I'm gonna. Most of my life was trying to get stronger, faster, smarter, all that kind of stuff. Okay, when you get 80, none of that shit is going to get better. You're just going to go downhill and all those things. But what you can do better at 80 is love harder. And you could keep loving harder for the rest of your life. So I figure about 10 more years left. And I just going to love the pants. Well, I shouldn't say it that way, but.
Yeah, maybe. No, but wow, that is so great. My dad just turned 70, and now we just talk every day. He's like, Alex, you got to pay $6,000 for my life insurance policy, and it's a $250,000 policy. So I'm doing the math, and it's just you have these morbid thoughts, though, Matt. It's not good. And I know my mortality. I'm in my upper 30s, and I know that's still young, but you never know. My mom passed away at 59. I'm just saying, you're not promised tomorrow. So, it's a scary proposition.
At any age is to love and to give. And if you give, it's very selfish because it makes you feel so good. The more you give, the better your heart grows. And that's the thing you really want to grow.
Well, last thing, though, you're talking a lot about love, though, and then these commercials, I know that you, from what I saw, you've had a wife for a very long time. Were the women coming on to you like crazy? They'd see you in the suit, and then everybody had to see you on TV. I'm sure that there had to be some sort of women. Come on, Matt. You were famous, very famous.
Where were they?
There's some women that would see you at the bar and say, aren't you the guy from the commercials? Come on, do not be coy.
Well, it does open doors. I mean, not drawers, doors. I get free upgrades on the airlines. They don't even know my work. It just makes people smile and feel nice. Free coffees at Starbucks everywhere I go. People hug me on the street. They don't even know me. It's just a wonderful feeling. If I knew being 81 was this much fun, I would have got here a lot sooner, man.
Wow. Well said. Well, Matt, you are having a blast and all that free coffee. You got the Starbucks grant. Okay, before you go, tell people how can they find you and how can they support you?
Find help. LesGoHelp.com, and that's a community. No more books or anything like that. That's where 15,000 people help each other get government programs. So it's not only me, it's 15,000 people. And I'm able to do it for only $20. I used to charge $20,000. Millionaires, they'll pay anything. But for the people who really need the money, and they just help each other, and it's so profitable. It's the first time I really give away most of that money. Any profit we have, we go back to members. So every month we give out over $50,000 to $70,000 just to members to help them, because as long as we pay ourselves first, profits go back to them.
That's awesome. Oh, and then when you said that, I remember one last thing. I was thinking of an Instagram video I saw. Is it true that they'll give grants for people to open marijuana businesses too? I believe you made a TikToker.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all over there must be half a dozen states or more. I mean, this is hundreds of thousands of dollars they do it. So, absolutely.
So if you're watching this right now and you're a marijuana user, cultivator, or you want to get into the marijuana business, Uncle Sam will help you get started.
Absolutely. Even in the porno business.
No, what do you mean in the pornography business? No, they will not. Shut your mouth, Matt. Are you trolling me? Are you being sarcastic?
No,
what do you mean?
No, absolutely. I mean, when the first posted, they've always done that. It's as long as a legitimate business. Actually, the government even owned a brothel as a very famous something with the name Ranch in it. They gave him a business loan to start it, went out of business, and the SBA had to take it over.
What? I'm trying to look it up right now. Dumas Brothel, maybe in Montana. I don't know. But wait, so you're telling me that you could say that you're a production company and I want to make adult films and the government will give you a grant? I don't know if I like that much, Matt.
I don't like a lot of things in this country.
That's true. That's true. I don't have to like everything, but that's wild. So the government, I mean, people are probably going to see this clip, Matt, and I didn't expect you to say that. This clip could go viral knowing that people are going to realize that. So OnlyFans creators, you're telling me they can get government grants to help them pay for stuff probably?
Yeah. No, absolutely. No, you have a video production company? Yeah, we have economic development countries in every city, state, county. For a state, there'll be 20, 30 organizations that all they do is give money to people who want to make money and create jobs.
Wow. Well, you guys learned a lot. I learned a lot. It's always a pleasure. The legend himself, the one, the only, Matthew Lesko. Everybody go support him. Thank you, guys.
LesGoHelp.com.
Wow. Some of you chat rats, I hope you're still watching. I know you probably opened up another browser and you're searching in your zip code on how to save some money and how to get some free money. I love it. Matthew, let's go. Let's go. Now, are you chat rats? If you're still watching, are you still out there, chat rats? If you are, hit that like button. And remember, Sunday, April 27th, Las Vegas, we're doing a chat rat meetup, Wise Guys Comedy Club. It's going to be wild. That's right. That's right. And we're going to create an alliance of the top chat rats, and we're going to have a very special first annual private meeting, even though it's a public event, but you have to come to the public event to go to the private meeting. So just, if you want to hang out with the Pimp on a Blunt, be in Las Vegas this weekend, because I will tell you this much, you don't want to miss it. You're going to get that FOMO. It's going to make you feel like a homo. And I don't know if we should, but listen, gay people are allowed at this event, and there's probably going to be some there. You know what? I'll allow it. All right, guys, so now our next guest, he's not a homosexual, but he has been put off by women. He had his heart broken, and he's a man that has gone through the trials and tribulations of domestic drama, and he's also been stricken with multiple illnesses that has caused his life to be very hard, for lack of a better word. But this hardness has shaped a badass young man that is a no-nonsense, take no BS, not about to get manipulated by some hussy trying to get him for his social service check. So this guy's a badass. I love him. You're going to love him. Welcome on, Tommy Barker. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we have an incredible guest. This guy's been going viral for his unfiltered take when it comes to women, video games, being just, a normal guy in this new digital era. We welcome on the one, the only, Tommy Barker. Tommy, how are you doing, Tommy?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me on today. It's been a minute. So I haven't done one of these podcasts in God knows since 2018. So it's been a while since I've been on a show. So I'd like, but that's what I'm here for. So I'm here to answer anybody's questions. If they have questions, I'll answer them. I'll do that because going viral with that particular take wasn't exactly what I wanted to do on Women's Day, but it popped in my head that it was Women's Day when I did it. So I was like, yeah, that's a perfect way to basically troll every single female that basically gets in the way of men and their love for video games and their love for actual, happiness in life. So because most relationships is all drama, it's all BS, it's a whole bunch of different things with women. So it's like, but you can't really stop a happy man if the happy man just likes to play video games for the rest of his life. You can't stop that. And most women most women find that so freaking triggering. It's not even actually funny no more. So it's like, but like the way I did it was I basically just pointed out like, stop hitting me up. I don't want to talk to anybody. I just want to play my video games and I just want to be personal and basically by myself. And I don't like all these massive amounts of like messages coming in and day in out. It's just
that's what I'm saying. Aren't more girls messaging you now though? I mean, what are they saying now?
Because they want a piece of this, but I'm not gonna give it to them. So it's like, no, I'm not. I'd rather play my video games, girl. And I made that choice when I was 20. So I was like, no, I made that choice when I lost my ex to an unfortunate family situation. But I was taken away from my family for 6 years, and I couldn't have her back, so I had to let her go. So but the girl did a really nice thing for me, and she blessed me, and she said, "Don't worry, Tommy, you will not need another woman in your life to be happy. You'll just need your video games." And that is technically how I look at everything, and it's just like, yeah, but I don't need the drama, I don't need the BS, I don't need that toxic actual like socialization that comes with girls. Like, I just don't need that. Like, all I need is my video games. I got my PS5. I got my Xbox Series X. I got my PC. I got everything I could ever want. And like, that's just the way my life works now. So, and then
you're a man of simple pleasures, Tommy. You're a man. You're not very complicated. But wait, tell me this though, without getting too emotional. You're in Irving though. What city are you in now, without doxing yourself, or where are you now?
I'm in North Providence, Rhode Island.
Oh, wow. I'm actually going up there this weekend. I'm speaking at the University of Connecticut. So I'll be in, I'll not be in Rhode Island. I'll actually be in
I've lived here since I was 6 years old. So my parents moved from Irving when I was 6. And then my stepdad got a Navy job up here. So he's been working that job for 30 years now. So he's almost retired. So that's actually kind of a good thing. And my brother just turned 28 today. So it's like, it's a family day for us. We're gonna go to Mexican dinner tonight, so that's gonna be awesome. But
Tommy, how old are you? Do you mind? Do you want to dox yourself? How old are you?
I'm 35.
Okay, yeah, it's hard to tell because I'm 38, and so you can't even tell. I look kind of young. You look younger than 35, though. So tell me though, Crystalia, all these people reacting, and your other videos. I feel like you need to run with this, Tommy, and you have been a little bit. I know you made some.
I'm definitely gonna run with videos, but I people I keep getting messages, so I keep coming up with topics, and I keep coming up with fun skits to do outside. So I do that, but and people keep responding. So it's like if it's fuel to the fire never burns out. So that's kind of how that kind of works. So once you go viral, that viral sticks with you forever. And I've been famous for a whole bunch of different things throughout video games.
What were you originally famous for? You were saying that. What were you originally famous for?
I was famous for pissing on the PS4.
Okay, was that a viral video? That's hilarious.
That was a viral video, and everybody on X and everybody on Twitter knew me from what I did. They're like, "Oh yeah, that's the guy who pissed on the PS4. Oh my god!" But it's just been, and then I ruined God of War 2018 for a stream of 6,000 people.
How? What happened?
the guy started playing it on a Saturday and it came out on a Friday. I already beat it. So what I did is I went in his stream at 6 o'clock at night on a Saturday when he was halfway through it, and I told the entire stream of 6,000 people the ending.
Wow. So you're a
And
big
everybody
you like
hated
DSP?
me after that, but I was like, nah, like if you don't like it, get it done before me, and then you don't have to worry about that. You're too
Damn,
slow.
Tommy,
That's not my
you know-
problem. So it's like, it's like, but I got 6,000 souls off of that, and then with my new viral thing, I got over 100K. I'm like, wow, that's insane. But like, I went from trolling fanboys to actually just basically put in my common sense when it comes to women, and it worked like that. So
when's the last relationship you've been in though? Has it been since your ex? Since the one that you're in the relationship for 6 years?
It has. I've been single for 20 years. 20 years free of drama. That is a beautiful thing to actually hold on to. And if you can actually last that long, you will know my actual joy in life, because like I do not have any drama weighing me down. I don't even live with my parents no more, so like I barely ever see them, and they come like once a week to give me my monthly cash, but that's all I see them for. So like
you seem like a no nonsense guy. You don't need a lot of BS.
Yeah, but like I live with my roommate, so like my roommate he looks after my seizures, so that's what I'm diagnosed with. I have seizures and I'm on dialysis, so I go to dialysis 3 days a week, and then my roommate is always here to make sure that if I have a seizure, I have my med and I'm not able to go to the ER or go to the ambulance or whatever the case may be.
And how often? I'm sorry about that, Tommy. And how often are you having those seizures like that? I mean, is it just random?
They vary a couple times a month.
Really? Gosh, I get so worried. I had a heart issue recently, and it's just, it's just crazy. It's like, obviously you're all there, but it's like our body just kind of gives out on us.
The body eventually wears and tears, and there's nothing you can do about it. So it's like, I was going to be on dialysis since I was a kid, because that's what I was born with. So like, and I have tumors in my kidneys. So my tumors keep growing. So my kidneys keep failing. So it's like, I'm on stage 5. I'm on stage 5 now. So the only way that I get this free of life is if I get a transplant. And then, that's hard to come by, in this day and age.
I know you're on the transplant list. If you're in China, if you're like a Chinese billionaire, you could like buy a human and just take it.
Yeah. But like, it's just like, but like I don't really mind this way of living. This way of living is actually quite peaceful, and it's not really, I don't really get a headache very often, and my roommate is always here to keep me company, and he's always here to basically play games with me and stuff like that. And we play video games 24/7. So I have 2 TVs.
What's your diet? What's your diet like? You're eating? Are you eating?
I gotta watch my liquids, and I gotta watch how much I eat. So I can only eat a certain amount per day, and I can only drink about 32 ounces of liquid per day.
Really, the whole day you can only
and I don't follow that, but my dialysis is going so well that no matter how much I put on, it is always taken off. So it's like, it's not that big of a deal. So like, basically I go into dialysis, and then I'm at a certain weight. They put me on the machine, then they take the weight off. And then when I get out of dialysis, I'm about 5 pounds lower weight than what I did when I go in. So they basically, they clean my system, and then they basically make sure that everything is basically extracted and then put back in. But the thing is that takes my energy level down to 0. So like after dialysis, I always have to take a nap, or I always have to basically be relaxing for a little bit before I get my energy back, because my energy takes all day to recharge. So, and then my bandage on my arm only lasts about 12 hours. So I have to watch how long I keep it on. So I make sure that it heals in 12 hours, and then I take a shower, and then I basically make sure that I'm clean and everything. And that's pretty much how I do that. But like but I've been on dialysis for 2 years now. So like it's normal for me now.
Wow. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, and you stay positive. How can people support you though, Tommy? Now that you have all these followers, what's the best way people can support you?
Just the following is just all I ask for. That's like, and that's like, that's the perfect like response to everybody that like, what are you looking for? And I'm like, I just want a following. That's all I want. I don't want relationships. I don't want companionship. I just want a following to get my stats up and then be happy. So I was like, that's a perfect clean. And then I got so many viral hits on that video that I actually got offered to basically be signed to Instagram for $1. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't have $1. So it's like, it's like it would be $14, but I was like, nah, like to get that actual Instagram logo and stuff like that, I would have to pay $1. And I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. But like, the fame and the actual following is just is pleasure enough. So like I don't have an issue in just asking for a simple follow and then just go on with my day, because it's my followers that basically keep making my stuff go viral and making my stuff go like hit likes and hit views and stuff. So I was like, that's just a simple thing. All I need is a soul, and then the soul is mine, and then beautiful, they're all mine.
No, I like that. So tell me this though, have you noticed that a lot of your viral fame and a lot of the comments have been from what we consider kind of like anti-women, right-wing people, like Crystal Lee? I think he kind of acts like he's right-wing. Have you noticed that, like, as a right-wing?
Yeah,
and what are your politics?
Like I've noticed like a big flux in the difference of opinions that I get. So like some people are rather genuine, and they actually do have common sense, and they do actually make good comments, and they do, because I was just being asked like how can you live in a place that has your carpets all trash? And I'm like, I live in a place that's court ordered. So like if a judge tells you to live somewhere, I don't give a shit what it looks like.
Well, do you mind saying why is it court ordered? Did you get in trouble? Do you mind saying that, Tommy?
Yeah, no, I got into a family, like I said, I got into a family issue for 6 years. So like I couldn't live at home no more. So like they had to basically put me to the state, and then the state found me where to live.
Oh, because you're on disability? Is that why?
Yeah.
That makes sense. I see why it's a deal. Wow. Well, but at least you got a place. But the disability is like they don't hardly give you anything. You can barely.
Yeah, I only get right? I said this in the comment. I only get $980 per month, and $480 goes to bills, and then $500 goes into my pocket. But like I only get $100 each week, and that $100 goes by like this.
Yeah. Well, so you can't monetize.
I basically live on nothing. So like when girls ask me for gas money and girls ask me for like handouts and stuff, I'm like, no, because I have no cash. They're like, that's not true, you're lying. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm being dead serious, and I'm not joking. So it's like I have no cash to give to free people, but like, if I did, I certainly would. So it's like, it's not that big of a deal, because I give back to the community, but I only give back when it's actually necessary. So it's like,
yeah, but Tommy, I can already tell that you're gonna have one of these girls over. You're about to break that 20-year streak, dude. Admit it. Be honest.
I don't think I'll break it, because like my dialysis condition lets me not be sexually active. So it's like,
but have a girl come over. You can do some sexual stuff to her. I mean, you know what I mean? You can still have fun. You can still do something fun. You can still have some fun.
Yeah, I can have fun, but like the girl has to be like appealable to actually be like of interest. So like, and most girls only care about themselves, and they do not care about the man that they're actually trying to be with. So if a man has actually purpose and actually has value, then that man knows the value of his actual worth. So that's kind of the where you gotta basically stick it to the girl, because the girl's got to basically be like, all right, I'm up for this, let's do this. But like, they're never like that. They always want gas money. They always want a simple handout to basically, do whatever they want with their life and stuff like that. So it's like, I never fall for that stuff no more. But like I used to, and I used to feel the pain of actually wasting my money on something so freaking like it's just a scam. So it's like, I'm not triggered by that no more. So it's like, and I'll only consider giving people like Stein cards if they actually live nearby. Because if you live in New York and I live in Rhode Island, there's no way in hell that I'll be able to afford an actual Uber car for you to actually get here. So
Of course not.
Yeah. So
Well,
like
yeah.
you gotta live close by for me to actually have that appeal in my soul to actually give you money. So I was like, and I just met this new girl, and this new girl actually seems kind of cool, and she looks like Poison Ivy. No joke.
Is she white Poison Ivy, like Uma Thurman,
White Poison
or what
Ivy,
is
yeah.
she?
She has red hair. She wore a green bikini. It was
You have to be careful. It's not a catfish. How can you view that?
yeah,
as being
yeah.
an
I know.
abuse? Have you
I
had a phone
gotta
call?
be careful about that. But like certain girls, if they say they live nearby, then I'm like, all right, let's put that to the test. Let's see if I give you a 25 gas card, see if you actually show up. And then most of the time they don't. So like that's just the lesson learned. But like some girls actually do fall through, and they do actually show up. So it's like like you gotta.
Some girls want to hang out too. Some girls need some loving too.
Yeah. All women need love of some kind from men. Like it's not completely null and void with me. Like I treat women with respect as long as they treat me with respect. But if all you want is sex, or all you want is basically money, I'm not gonna fall for that. So it's like
What's the most disrespectful? Because we only got you for a couple more minutes. What's the most disrespectful thing a woman's done to you, like, or had your heart broken? Like, what's the worst thing a woman's done to you?
Oh, that's kind of a hard question.
Well, because it is important though, if you can think of an instance, because
I think
that video is real. That video is real.
Yeah, the hardest heartbreak that I had to go through was the one that I had to let go. So the one that I basically got in trouble for, and the one that I actually, when I got in trouble with my family and stuff like that, and I got sent away, I couldn't keep that girl no more. So I had to let her go. And that wasn't my choice. That was a choice because I had no other choice. So I was like, I wasn't going to see her again. So I was like, she gave me a blessing, and then she let me go. But like, she understood my reasoning, and she understood full-heartedly, like I had no other choice but to do what the state told me to do. So it was like, it was.
But you should love again, Tommy. I know, you gotta love again. I mean, I hope that you will. I think you will. Now that you're viral, now that you're gonna be on this show, you're gonna get more followers. Everybody needs to go follow. It's Tommy J Barker. If they search that on Instagram, what's the official Instagram for everybody?
Yeah, it's Tommy _J _Barker, and they're all lowercase.
And we'll put a link in the description. And your videos, you've really just been crushing it. But give us like kind of one last message for the women. My girlfriend, I love her so much, but she needs a lot. She needs a lot. Sometimes I feel like I can't, give her everything that she needs. I mean, I don't worry about that too much, but I feel like I need to please her. Am I being soft?
Yeah. And you always want to treat your women with love and actual devotion, and you do not want to basically take advantage of them. You do not want to cheat on them. You do not want to show them anything but love and respect. And that's how I was taught, and that's how I was raised. So like, you treat me with respect, I'll treat you with respect. But if you're trying to basically catfish me, I'm not gonna fall for it. So it's like I already went through about 100,000 people. So I was like, nah,
Have you been catfish? Have you sent any dick pics to strangers? Be honest, Tommy.
No, I have not.
That's what they try to do, these perverts. Have you seen that on the internet?
When they try to catch you with that stuff, all you got to do is just report them 3 times and then ban them, and then that's it.
Yeah. So have you been banning a lot of people?
Yeah, I banned like 800 people out of my 2,000. So I was like, I got a bunch of people banned, and I got a whole bunch of people blocked, but like I only block the people that basically show nasty comments. Like if you have common sense and I have something decent to say, I'll listen to you and I'll actually like your comment and I'll actually reply to you. But like if you're just gonna be nasty and basically hateful, like why should I listen to you?
I block people. Okay, Tommy, so before we go, can you give one last message to my audience that's new to you? Why should they go follow you, and what's in store for you? What are we going to see if we all decide to follow you? What's coming up?
What's coming up? Okay, well, I got South of Midnight to go through. I got Doom Dark Ages to go through. I got Borderlands 4 this year. I got the new Call of Duty. I got the new Battlefield. I got the Splitgate 2. I got a whole bunch of games to showcase through my channel on YouTube too. So my YouTube channel is T Reaper 512.
So everybody, go follow T Reaper. He's
and I got 483 subscribers. So I got.
Come on, let's get it over 1,000. Everybody, go follow T Reaper. T Reaper, he's the man. And you said nice stuff about women. I was hoping you're going to come on here and be like, women are nagging. Women always want this and that. You were nice.
They do, bro. Like there are good fish and bad fish. So you got the good generation of women that actually know how to treat men and know how to actually be social. And then you got the kind of troll section of women that basically just want the man for the money, and that's it. And that's just kind of what I don't like. So if you just want to use me for my cash, I have no cash, so you can't do that.
There you go. Okay, rapid fire. What do you like better, hamburgers or hot dogs?
I like cheeseburgers.
So you like cheeseburgers more than hot dogs? Okay. Do you like? What do you like? The beach, or do you like the mountains, like snowing?
The beach.
Okay. And so, what about Chinese people or black people?
Both are fine.
What about Indian people compared to black people?
Well, my Indian people can be cool.
What about Native Americans versus Indian people?
I dated Native Americans, so I actually kind of know a little bit about background about that stuff. So my first girlfriend was actually descendant from a tribe. So she actually took me to an actual powwow, and it was actually pretty cool. So I actually do know something about that. So that's actually kind of cool. But my first girl was an Indian, so it was it's like she took me to a powwow in middle school, and it was actually quite fun. So it was and then I watched Sword in the Stone with her, and we had a fun date. It was awesome.
Okay, what about Israel or Palestine?
Palestine.
Ukraine or Russia?
Well, depends who bombs each other first.
I like it. All right, you're the man. Everybody go follow Tommy Reaper, Tommy Barker on Instagram. I'll talk to you again soon, Tommy. Thank you for making time. Go have fun at your brother's birthday party. Everybody go follow this man. Anything you want to say before we go?
Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
You're the man, Tommy. All right, guys, go follow him. Peace. Guys, what a fella. You like Tommy? Do you like Tommy as much as I like Tommy? I love Tommy. I love that guy. He's not going to get manipulated, but I feel like his heart is a little broken. But, a lot of us have broken hearts. Mine was healed by a beautiful young lady named Prepaid Wireless. So I love you, babe. I love you so much. All right, guys, I got to remind you again, Vegas this weekend, Chat Rat Meetup, April 27th, Wise Guys Comedy Club, tinyurl.com/chatratvegas if you guys want to come. Guys, everybody go follow Tommy Barker. Everybody go follow... I don't even remember who the first guest was. Matthew Lesko, the money saver. How could I forget him? Everybody should already be following him. Sorry, guys. I'll be honest. Where's my vape? I've been vaping like crazy. Where is my vape? Did Jimmy steal my vape? Jimmy, where's my pink vape? Oh, here it is. Oh my gosh. You know how I get without my vape. I've been vaping, and I got this from Joe Rogan's dealer. I think it has DMT in it. So I apologize, Mr. Lesko, if I forgot your name. But it's been a wild episode, to say the least. All right, guys, we end the show the same way every time with that freestyle finale. So, DJ, hit that beat. Yo, got that vape in my lungs. Blow that smoke in your face. I hope you like that taste. I don't give a damn about your black ass race. If you're Chinese, Lebanese, all I gotta say is, bitch, please get out of my face. I'ma smoke like a disgrace. I'ma smoke in the dugout like I'm a 1987 manager of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Don't try this. It's a virus. I'm addicted to looking this cool. All right, guys. Peace. Good night.